Lower eyelid blepharoplasty versus tear trough filler. What should you do? Well, let's talk about the differences. So a lower eyelid blepharoplasty is a surgical procedure that fixes the actual internal problem that causes lower eyelid bags. So it actually repairs or internally fixes the actual problem that is creating the lower eyelid bags that make you look older and tired. What tear trough filler does is it tries to camouflage the underlying problem by placing filler or adding volume to the tear trough, which is the dent. So in other words, tear trough filler essentially tries to camouflage the actual problem by adding volume to the valley of the contour. So it's a temporary solution that can create some improvement over a short-term period of time. So there's really no right answer as to which is best. I would recommend, if you're relatively young, if you're not ready for a surgical procedure, which would be the lower eyelid blepharoplasty, go ahead and get some tear trough filler because it can camouflage the underlying problem and buy you some time until you are ready to fix the actual problem with a surgical procedure. If you are somewhat older and you are ready to have a surgical procedure to fix your lower eyelid bags permanently, in other words, to permanently fix that problem, then you're probably wasting time and money having tear trough filler injected. On top of that, if you have lots of loose skin in that area, the tear trough filler might not create much improvement. Tear trough filler really creates the best or most significant improvement in younger people who don't have extra wrinkly skin along their tear trough, and they only have a very defined dent or tear trough that can be easily filled in and camouflaged with filler. So in summary, whether or not you go with the surgical lower blepharoplasty option or the tear trough option largely depends on your problem and your age and whether or not you're ready for a more definitive solution or if you'd rather go with a temporary camouflage solution. To learn more, check out our website where you can upload your photos and concerns as a virtual consult. You can also check out our price estimator to get pricing information for all the various procedures we offer. And finally, if you'd like to have your questions answered on a future podcast or Q&A video session like this, please leave a message on our SpeakPipe. You can go to our blog page and our SpeakPipe is located there. Thanks for listening.